go. Let's see. Am I live? Why is it? I wish the default would be multi-stream instead of Twitch. Am I live? What happened to my profile pic? See, it's not there anymore. Outside run. I gotta fix that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. There's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Justin Tucker set to boot this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
All right. Pictures.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
We're just going to have to suffer it for this play right here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Allen off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got to hook up with Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
All right, man. Just do your thing, man.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive of your guys from the secondary. You're coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle?
All right, let's get right. Let's get right.
Defense.
Just getting things set up how I like it.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
There we go. Profile picture is back.
Now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And
to throw, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Try and run for it on
trying to cut
1st
back.
and he'll take this
What's good, Sean?
down to about the
Let me
7.
get this formation right.
Throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, here's a run with
There we
Singletary.
go.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven
Alright,
it
so
down
now
the
that
field
formation
nicely
is
here
set.
on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right.
Boom, there we go.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's
Alright,
where
good
as a
defense,
defender,
good
you just
defense.
lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And
Almost.
tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Pots and pans. Let's see what you got.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go play action with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Jackson quickly out to Watkins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Got that play off just in time. I just was kind of testing that out earlier. Just testing some new things out. Come on, run, move.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made.
Trying some new things out.
17-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
Let's try this.
Guys know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2nd down and 8. This ball tipped and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd down, that pass
3-3
down in the backfield and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers
Made a play.
blanketed it on both attempts. This
Made a
time on
play.
3rd down.
Man.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Hit that like button and share this out, man.
From his end zone,
Let other people
and he'll be stopped
see
right
what's
around
going
where he
on.
would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
3.5, and it's 3-3. Here's where the most points get scored, though. Right inside that 2-minute warning, people get crazy. Let's see.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Oh, shit.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first
Boom, let's go.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
What's up, Hanson?
Here's Allen.
Come on, come on.
They'll set up a screen for Breida.
Huh?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Give
Okay.
him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
What's up? What's up?
I want more pancakes.
You want more pancakes? Of course you do.
I want more
Allen
pancakes.
gonna throw.
I want more pancakes.
Then finding
Okay,
Emmanuel
I'll get you some more
Sanders
pancakes
here.
after this game, okay?
Now the Bills will use the second
You already
of their
had 2.
timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds
But
to
I'll
go
get
in
you
the
some more.
first half.
I want pancakes.
Oh, I said okay. You can tell Mom to
They
get you some
had to
pancakes.
settle
She
for
was
3
there.
last drive, opened this second go around, ends in 6.
But if you want me to do it, you gotta wait.
Position, first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's to the 10. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox.
It's crazy.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use
What's
the
up, Eric?
final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Hit that like button, share it out. Talk football with me. It's all good.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run with Breida.
There we go.
And they'll get him down just shy of the
Not
goal
much.
line at about the 1.
Goal line
Gets
stand.
out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second down and goal. Allen.
There we go.
Is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers who try and operate and shake themselves free.
All right, Calais.
That one's incomplete.
Need you to hold me down right here.
So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Hold me down right here. Hold me
He'll
down.
try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
How much time we got?
Matt
13
Breida
seconds.
as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And
Can we get
down
3
to
points? 13 seconds.
So not much time to
That's the
speak
question.
of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
If I get the ball at half, if I can just get 3,
The end zone, so we will start
good.
here at the 25.
get 3. Alright.
The Raven offense set up the
Oh,
line
I
for this
see.
next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken.
Alright.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick.
Can I
drive and
get
another
3
timeout
in
if
13
they
seconds?
urge.
That is the name of the game. I don't need much more field. Let's go get you
Now
some 3 points.
Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay.
Oh. 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 I forgot to hit the timeout button.
So 2 points down, 2 away. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams going back to their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome
I had a
back.
brain
Charles and
fart.
I settled into the booth ready for
First game
quarter
in
number
one.
3.
Talking myself through the damn game. I'm still forgetting to get down and take the time out. I'm over here seeing the opportunity to score. If I'd have made it past Javius White though, if he would have been blocked up,
Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
that was.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone is not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think Eagles passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. If they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So, Charles, we are 3 weeks now into the regular season, and we're left with 5 unbeaten teams. Raiders and Broncos in the AFC, over in the NFC, Panthers, Cards, and Rams, all at 3-0. Maybe not the 5 that we would have predicted when the season started, but of that group, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm going to say absolutely all of them. All right, sounds like I'm sitting on the fence, but I'm going to tell you why. Because quarterbacking, always what you're looking at when a team gets off to a hot start, and quarterbacking's been a key for every one of those teams. But I think there's been an addition to each and every one of them. With the Raiders, it's been Derek Carr playing at a high level, but how about how their defense is playing? The Broncos, Teddy Bridgewater solidified that position. Their defense has been a constant as well. Von Miller back in his form. When you look at the Panthers, Sam Darnold, again, defense. But remember, they drafted for that 2 years ago when every draft pick was a defensive player. The Cardinals, oh, yeah, Kyler Murray's coming into his own. How about the addition of Rondale Moore, the rookie receiver? And for the Rams, yeah.
Man, he's driving me crazy.
But Aaron Donald and the rest of that defense really come into play.
And Jackson throwing once more. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half.
What, catch the ball?
That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
Sammy run decent routes. He just don't stay healthy. He a good receiver. Nobody ever said he a bum.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
That's why I ain't want him to come here. I'm like, bro,
Latavius Murray.
he don't stay healthy.
Touchdown run.
But
And the Ravens are an extra point away from
thank God he has stayed healthy at this point. Bateman and
So it was the passing game that
Boykin,
got him down here, but closer
he
to
should
the
be
goal
back
line,
in
it's the running game that gets
a week or
him
two,
home.
I guess.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game.
I'm guessing depending on how Indy looks,
Nice change up there going to the running game.
how they feel about Indy is,
So
you know, they might give him another week of rest. I think after the Indy game, Stanley and all those boys will be back for the most part. Stanley, Westry,
And they'll get him down right around the 25,
Bateman,
actually the 26.
Boykin, they should all be back.
So a net gain of 1 there.
That's my guess. There we go. The viewer count's going up. Picking up. Yeah, hit this like button, share it out. Appreciate you guys joining me this morning. Single back.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Low-key single back is
Any
like
explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman
king of the
creating
run
space for
game.
their runners. I
They
know
need the
Coach told me
low-key.
before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame, get used to the ground shaking, so you don't trip and fall when it happens in
my
a
damn
game.
safety.
On 2nd and inches, Allen. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
For this particular formation, I want you out there. I'm just living down with this. It's 3rd and inches.
On 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
I need you to show up. I need you to show up right here.
Out of the shotgun,
There we go.
and he's got the first.
I don't know who their center is, but he's doing a good job with Calais. Calais usually is pretty good on
3 yards and a fresh set of
those
downs.
inside zone
Brandon,
runs.
what were they
He's
thinking on
usually calling
defense
that
there?
up.
They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed
That's
it
why I
to them.
live
That was
with it,
way
because
too
he's
easy.
typically
Just
pretty
like
good at
absolute
it.
confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Okay,
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
there we go.
And it's incomplete, broken up.
You got a holding call or what?
It's a flag down. Let's see what
Legal
that's
man
about.
downfield. Whatever, we'll take the, we'll push you back.
Linemen, of
We'll push
course,
you
can't
back.
be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call
That
out
with
on a
analytics,
couple of
they push
guys
them
there.
back. Stack off. Now, there we go. Ain't much to change, you know.
Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
I got the speed to run with him, so. Put you right there. We already
Going in
know.
on 2nd down. Allen.
Stevens.
This down to Matt Breida. And
Caught
he'll
him.
go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Did I miss the play? No, I didn't. All right.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the
I
catch.
need better, Marlo.
And past the 35,
need better.
he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that,
There's
we
one
count that
thing
as
I
a
need from
bonus.
you.
And indeed, he gets
I need
enough for the
you
1st down.
From the
to
32,
shut down the damn
here's
tight end.
1st and 10.
Admin. Shut down the tight end. All right.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
There we go.
Works his
Nothing
way
outside.
inside the 30 on a
No
pickup
big
of
outside
4.
runs. 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he
Live
was
with that.
thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
That little diamond.
On play action, Allen.
There we go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes
a
down
big
to the team
game
making
from-
the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our
Oh, you
advantages
blitzing
back
me.
in Tennessee.
Okay.
Coach made you
Send
say
me
all the
heat.
time, the team
Send me
making the
heat.
fewest mistakes
Send me
will
heat.
win.
Send it. Send it. Let's get out of here.
There he goes right side.
I saw that blitz. I knew I had it. Blocked from me.
Ravens touchdown. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes his catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Man.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Should have known better. Should have known better. Don't blitz me. I don't like it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
Oh my gosh.
And he will find his
Elliott.
way on the outside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Y'all getting
Not
ate
many
up.
teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a
getting ate
fullback
up.
anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
So now then, the big play has him all the way
Yeah, let's
inside
play
the 30
defense.
now, 1st and 10.
Play some defense here.
Now Allen off the
Make it easy for
bootleg.
yourself. Make it easy for
Rolling
yourself.
to
Make
his
it easy
right.
for yourself.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be
There we
down at
go.
the 30. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Singletary
There we
here
go.
running out of the gun.
That's the Calais I know. Let's
Swung
go.
up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11
Oh.
coming up. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Allen off the play fake. Trying to lay one up.
Jimmy.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills
Bruh, like you
touchdown.
guys gotta
Dawson Knox, 31
cover the damn tight end. Like this man-to-man coverage, like,
Extra point away
bruh, the
from
thing that kills me,
this
bruh,
game here in the final minutes.
I can't get Andrews to do that on
Forget
fucking
the extra
linebacker.
point, it's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
That's the crazy
17-17
part.
the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
What's up, dude?
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
All right. That's why I need, like, Hollywood and Andrews, like, just have 100 yards a week for like 3-4 weeks. Just say fuck it. Because Madden does not want to get my boy Andrews to a 90. They don't want to do it. Care what he does. They're keeping him at that 88 unless he do something crazy.
Now Jackson. The They'll roll him out right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He's got a man complete. 34 yards that time.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Caught up.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Okay, I see all that real estate open over here. Yeah, like that.
Jackson.
I see it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Egotistical and score. Leave time on the clock for them. No. We're taking this down. Unless you just, giving dudes walk-in touchdowns. Boom. There we go.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
End up in overtime, have another brain fart, not keeping an eye on the clock.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Here we go.
And a timeout.
Can't ice Tucker, baby.
Whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Can't ice me at least. Let's go. Ooh.
And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough,
I got a phone
those
call.
are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
Yeah. Definitely got to make that AFC Championship. Super Bowl, all that. Alright. Yeah, man, we got oh, what happened? We gotta make that playoff push. I ain't even mad this year, Like it kinda started off a little rough with all the injuries. You know, it sucks that J.K. and Peters and Gus were gone for the year. But I actually like that we're going to be getting healthy as the season goes on. It's better than getting injured towards the end. Like, we're getting a lot of guys back. So we can get them back and keep them healthy. And I always feel like the first 5-6 weeks is when most of the injuries take place, Johnny. Just NFL players' bodies getting adjusted to going full tilt. That's when feels like all the ACLs and everything, all that shit happens first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. Think we're doing white jerseys, purple pants today? I think that's what the Ravens rocking. I actually like that combination. Like, share, subscribe. John, I know you're a Ravens fan, so share this out to other Ravens fans if they want to, you know, see some stuff. See how I gets down with these Ravens. Give me a game. Let's go. It's Sunday morning. You tell me people not playing right now? Why's it taking so long? I hate. This is why I wish there was crossplay. Yeah, it was. Crossplay would eliminate a lot of this wait time because you got the whole player base instead of having a segmented and broken up between platforms. I mean, you still have next gen and the previous gen to deal with.
We're in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Just as you hit formations, right here, Justin Houston, I want you off the field for this formation. Most formations I have them on, certain ones, I like them off. Certain ones.
Play fake. Murray.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for making that throw. I take that. But y'all suck. Like, just do your damn jobs.
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
Okay.
I think so. It gets
Boom.
everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go
So
forward.
we're not going to do run the ball.
Lose a
So
yard
we're
there,
not
and it's
going to do.
2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Switch TD offset. What we're not going to do is let you run the ball. I need to pay attention. Get my substitutions right.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Oh, that's not even the play I wanted to
Out of the
run.
gun, here's
We're
Murray.
gonna make it work. There we go.
And this one
Max
caught by
Williams,
Max
slow ass.
Williams.
But you know what? You a former Raven, so I rock with
They
you.
face 3rd down.
Slowing on.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
formation with Elliott. Whatever. We're just gonna rock with this. Cause it's third down.
Murray going to try to throw on third down.
Go get him. Go get him.
Right. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards. And that'll
next
be
formation, right?
Nowhere to throw it. Decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Calling plays too fast from him.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray out to his left.
There we go.
Just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Old buttonology. Just roll with that for now.
Rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Murray.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And he'll go down inside
This
the
irritates me.
45
I don't get
going
my
out of
shit
bounds.
right.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray on the move to
Oh,
his
come
left.
on now.
Murray has the first down and more, and all the way
All right.
down to the
We're gonna get this
25-yard
right.
line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Elliott. Oh my gosh.
From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they've got
Yeah, I'm gonna get a stop, John.
the 8.
Thanks for
Another
coming
good
through.
gain. That's now 35 yards
Hit
combined on those last
that
two
like,
plays.
subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
First and
Appreciate
goal,
everybody
chance
coming
for
through on
early
the
start
stream.
here on the road. To throw is Murray, rolling to his left.
There we go. That's what I like to
But
see.
it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
He'll live to fight another down, right?
Sit right here, just in case he does the read option thing.
On 2nd and goal, Murray.
Oh wait, let's go, baby.
Here as he's taken down. Adafe away. What a play by him. That's a loss of
go.
17.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal.
Alright, we set, we hooked, we good, we good, we good. Just gotta worry about D-Hop coming on this crosser. Just sit right there on it.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Let's go. That's a good drive. Good defensive
And Brenner's
drive.
kick
We
is on the money. It's good.
bent but didn't break
The
as we were
Cardinals
getting
have the
on.
first points. It's 3-0. In the end,
Defense
the
set.
opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, you won't turn that down at all.
We got here.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Wow, is it inaccurate?
Incomplete. Would have
Do I get a highlight?
If they had connected, instead it's second
That just got
down.
me mad.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room
Yeah,
on
go
the
Ravens.
sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch.
Why was that
was thrown too
inaccurate?
close to it
Like-
for the receiver to make a play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First carry for
Come on.
former Buckeye J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final
I just don't get why that was
play of this
inaccurate.
first
That
quarter.
just made 0 sense to
3-0
me.
after one on EA Sports.
I didn't get a pressure indicator. I didn't draw my back foot.
The Cards
Didn't even have my
going
hand on the
with an extra
joystick.
defensive back out there now on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Catch is made by
Let's go,
Marquise
Holly.
Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Ooh,
And Jackson
Pressure.
cannot get away, and he'll go down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running
yeah,
game.
Ronnie, you my guy. You gotta hold up. If anybody holds up, it gotta be you.
Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield.
Horrible.
That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Jackson.
Whoa.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man.
Way to go,
Marquise
Hollywood.
Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson going to keep it running right. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses
Let's
over
go.
out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Again, Jackson will keep it. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
My
And he has
quarterback
to
will
know
be all right.
sometimes when
Worry
to
about
say
your
when.
quarterback.
You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
No.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means
it's
4th
inches.
down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Inches, let's go.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that. They got in the end zone.
6. Let's go.
Normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick
Man,
up
I should have had a
down?
pick on that one he threw to
Instead, they go
D-Hop,
for the end
honestly.
zone and
But
get it done with no
things
margin
happen.
for error. Remember, 4th down, they
things
went for
happen.
it.
People get saved. It's all good.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have...
Jimmy, let's go.
In trouble here, and down he goes. From the corner, Jenny Smith blitzes for the sack. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Make me proud, Jimmy. Make me proud. You're a good blitzer.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now the pass is into the arms of Hopkins.
Tavon, go get him.
And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with the run after the catch.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
I'll say that's a
loss
sack.
of a yard there, and now second down.
They're trying to make me mad. Regardless of what happens, I'm going to have over a minute to do my damage.
Shotgun now from Murray. Steps away.
Bro.
He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
I have over a minute to do my damage. I got 2
And the
timeouts.
lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
That's crazy, man. Have a linebacker that fast,
And
93
that'll
speed.
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, there's suggestions.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced,
Got
pretty
these 2
methodical.
crazy pass
I
rushers
think they go
that I
that
gotta
route
deal
again.
with.
I'm always of the school that until they
Oh,
stop me from
catch
doing
the
something,
ball.
I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play
Just don't
action,
turn the ball
and throw
over.
one deep.
That's what people make the
An
mistake of
incomplete
doing. Is they
pass
turn the ball
leads to
over.
second and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Oh gosh. Kids are back. Yes, handsome.
Ready to go with their next
Okay, no screaming, please.
offense. It was still more than a minute to go
Okay.
and a half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
There we go. That's your ball right there.
You get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the
tired.
opportunity.
I got more DBs that I can throw at you. So for a play, we'll go with West Street.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray.
All right, there we go, Marlon. That's what I need from you. That's what I need.
He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to
3rd
take
and
another
10.
shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Okay, if you want to line up under center, that's cool. It ain't changing nothing. We still got essentially 8 9-man box. Oh my God.
I think he's got it. He does. A diving grab by Green. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And this
There
is
we go. Right there.
Oh, it's incomplete.
Gotta swat that away.
In his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards
All
to
right,
go.
West Street,
Ball on
do
the
your best.
43.
I will
Now
provide
Murray again.
as much support as I can. Marlo.
He's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone.
Crazy.
Before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
Here we go.
Flushed out
Here we
right.
go.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
We'll take it outside later so you can play with it. Bro, are you looking?
Side Williams.
Damn.
They
Like,
get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Murray.
I'm not angry.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on.
No touchdown for you. Get off my field.
Prater's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, brother, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end
All right.
zone for a touchback.
Stop, man.
I just wanted to play football.
Okay. Play football over there.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time. We'll see how they play this. Now a timeout taken.
Not right now. I'm playing the game.
Perhaps a
How can I
chance
play
for
with you
one
if I'm
more
playing the
quick
game?
play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ooh. Gotta get you playing some real football next year when you get bigger.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, I know you always want me to buy something. Block it up, block it up, block it up. Get a hat on him. Oh.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and
What are you gonna
right
show
in the
me?
yard. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the
Yeah,
NFL.
I'll let you show me a
It's
different Batman
presentation
later.
Of EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making
Okay,
their final
I'll look
halftime
later today.
adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we
Okay.
welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter
We
number
spent all
3.
day yesterday at a party. I think you can relax for a
Raven
bit.
is ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
It's not time for cookies yet. You have cookies after lunch, okay? You can have cookies. Stop whining. I don't want to hear it.
But I think these first couple of drives, don't want to get those running backs going.
Then don't eat them after lunch. Don't have them at all today.
And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
9 yards on the first down.
Not
Keeper
in
in
this house,
second and
you won't.
1.
Can you promise, please? Can you please? Yeah, please, please.
They go play action with Jackson.
I don't like it. I don't
Steps
like
away
it.
to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. Lamar Jackson, such a
I mean, I saw
throw
throw.
legs,
But I
able to
mean,
improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really
I take too many risky throws as it
A
is.
little bit tired. He's got him on
It's
the
like it's no
run.
point
This
right now.
defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second
No
half
point.
with the lead, this is
Risking
when
a throw.
Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Must be having too high safeties if you're going to blitz like that. Come on.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight
You
end.
play you hurting yourself, man. You got Chandler Jones in coverage.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Chandler Jones is a dog. You got him in coverage. For what?
So into
But I'll take it.
territory
I'll
now.
take that
It's
extra
1st and
protection.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, you got Isaiah Simmons. If you're going to play with anybody, play with him. Play with Isaiah Simmons. Like, that dude, that's what I'd be playing with. If I was going to play a linebacker.
They're making it look easy out
He's
there.
so fast, and you got that pass rush. All you got to do is,
A little bit of math here. 4
shit,
plays,
you kill the first read
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
on most plays, you're going to be fine. Alright.
Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up in the end.
No.
He's gonna be able to
We're not
pick up
taking no
decent
hits
yardage.
today,
He'll
bro.
get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another
Looks like
chance that goes unfulfilled.
Blitz. Plenty of time.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the
Oh, there
7.
goes Shaq. Should've kept
And
it.
it gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. An option.
That was horrible read by me, but it's all
This play
good.
doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing
doing dumb
yardage
stuff
to
at
the
this point.
11. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ugh, that's not too smart. It's a good play, but the wrong player. Oh.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
I see you being a hater. I appreciate it.
Following the touchdown.
Go ahead and like and share this out to your other bum-ass Steelers fan friends so they can come hate too.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase,
go get him. What are you guys doing?
You know coaches look at these short field goals
like,
as a last resort.
You're the spy.
That's not how
fucking
drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a
part of that is my fault.
Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuff down on
short.
that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Help me. Shit, that's what I'm like.
They'll fake it to Connor.
I see him. I see. Oh.
And this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Your opponent is experiencing network issues. Did he quit? Or is he experiencing network issues? He quit. Oh no, he's still in there. Alright, cool. Got nervous for a second. Oh no, that's not what I want.
Second and 10. Murray now.
Go get him, Queen. Go get him, Queen. Go get him. Oh my fucking god. Fucking bombs.
And he's going to get this down to the 35.
This is why I be a man.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Try to save your legs.
Calling card if you play cornerback.
Let y'all stay in one spot. Y'all do stuff like that.
Quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself,
this is fourth quarter rough.
and meet him at that point. Sometimes
Tony was good.
Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
We're going back
It's
to
a
that.
nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back.
Bro, you're
this
not going to run the
size,
ball.
This
That's one thing
intensity
we're not
usually
gonna
gets
allow.
better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming
We
up
in here. We
thinking
in this
about it.
box.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see
I'll give
consistently.
you that.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's got to
coming
defend
up as they
everything
get him
else.
down at the 6-yard line. The Cardinal passing
6
game
yards is-
dialed in now. First down.
Phone booth is defendable. Spy. Okay.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Murray.
Oh, Peters, baby. Oh, y'all too slow. There was no one there, so if he ain't get the ankles, had to take the risk. Had to take it.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But
that was worth it.
You can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For Sammy Watkins, we saw plays like this from time to time in his Kansas City days.
All right. It's a good game. Check the leaderboard. 1100. I'll crack the top 1,000. Alright. Oh, the Giants.
As we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. There's a scene a short time ago the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Giants. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up on a USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route?
Sure,
9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared.
We know Danny Nichols.
Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flushed out right. That's caught by Penny.
That's not my man.
Inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Someone needs to cover their man.
That one and another first down.
Appreciate
Good,
it.
sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Why couldn't you open it for him? You're the big brother. You opened yours? Go sit down. Just. I'll just.
out at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Bunch TE, pistol bunch. Okay. That's what you want to run. That's what we going to run. Alright. Run this rock.
Jones fakes the
Run
give
this
to
rock.
Barkley. And Ingram's got it.
Marlin.
Giants. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Bruh.
And the Giants are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
I ain't even saying Marlon got to get a pick,
right now, sky high.
contested.
4 on that opening drive, and it ends
Like-
with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help
Make
me.
him catch it.
I think 158.3 is
Wrap up, swipe at it, all that.
That's where he is. He'd like to continue on
Holds
that
on
pace.
to it, holds on
And
to
this
it.
will be a
Damn it.
touchback as that sails over the end line.
Alright. I don't even know what I call it. Fuck it. We're gonna make it work.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Gotta laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the
Who's
result goes in
blitzing?
their favor.
Your blitz on?
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's going deep
Oh
for
my
Brown.
gosh.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go.
4th down conversion plays. You usually think
Hollywood,
1, 2,
let's
3
go.
yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson.
Ooh.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh.
He just needed to throw it away, but instead,
I was
out of
about
bounds
to
he
launch
goes,
that,
and
dude.
that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown.
There we go.
Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him
Thank
into
you, bro.
space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Oh shit, I called the wrong play. Oh, run.
Flush to his right. And he'll take
Called
it
the wrong
in.
play anyway. It was all fucked up.
Ravens touchdown.
We made it work.
Lamar Jackson
Make
taking
it
it
work.
in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens
Let's
are an
go.
extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Now let's see.
These two teams all tied after one.
Let's see you drive a whole football field on me. Let's do
So
that
all even at 7
without making a
now as they
mistake.
kick it away.
See it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
All right. So that formation is set. Is this formation set? Nope. Man, just run whatever. I don't even care right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it.
You really tried to run it
make
on
a
me.
few additional
Okay.
changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones.
I did not
He'll buy
get to
some
do what I
time.
wanted to do. Go get him. Damn.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard
What's the
line.
problem? All
They
right.
turn that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Matabuke, baby.
Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Matabuke.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first
He
down.
will.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the
Feet
years
right
in the
there.
NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important
Camera right
times
there.
because he can trust you being in the
I
right
let the
spot.
computer run whatever
and
it
they
thinks is
connected there and
best in
picked
this
up a first down.
situation. While I get my substitutions right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Get him.
Going
There we
right
go.
back to Galladay. 3 yards to the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played
Just too
that
much
very well
TV.
because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6.
Oh,
No, scratch that.
covered
2nd and
that.
7.
Oh, I thought I had this formation set. I don't have the linebackers set. All right. For this formation. It's all good. They'll be set on the next one.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Okay.
This one goes out wide for
Boom,
Barkley.
right there.
And he's out of bounds as he
That's
gets
it.
this down
That's
to
good
45.
defense.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure
Clark
that
right
time.
here.
And sometimes against that, you can get out
Elliott
your running
right
back,
there.
and it can turn into a
Force
big
this
gain
one there.
downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The
they
Ravens
get my
bring
plane?
out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
All right, whatever. We'll rock with it. Now we'll call timeout.
Now the Ravens
Because I don't
will use
like it.
one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
And yeah, that's how we do it. Pistol trips. 3rd and 4. Let's do this. Let's go. See you run the ball. See you do whatever it is you think
They'll
is
stick
gonna
with
work.
the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh my
Finding
God.
Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants first
I like how
down
you
as
tried
they
to
go
stop the
to
play
the
though.
30
Like you actually
conversion.
tried to get a hand on the
His
ball.
first
That's what we
catch, and it's a
need.
pretty big one. They get the conversion on
That's
3rd
what we
down.
need.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half.
Like, make
All
plays
knotted
on
up
the
at
ball.
7.
Like if you miss, that's cool. But make plays on the ball. Tackle.
We remind you that
All that
coming
good
up
stuff.
at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay.
Out to the right here to Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Scored. Gave me plenty of time to tie it up. He gets the ball at half. Yeah, he definitely audible that stuff.
Also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of
Hot
a play?
route, I should say.
Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Whatever the fuck they call it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's see. See if he fucks up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive,
So I'm guessing this is some sort of
not
cover
just that,
3.
they had a
So
great
I'm
air
guessing.
attack going. Do they stick
I'm
with it?
guessing. Nope.
I would think that
Get
they
out of here.
would because if they
Oh, almost. Thought I did. Thought I was.
Back in his own 6-yard
Thought I was
line.
gonna go somewhere.
He's Ojulari.
Oh, that
And
didn't
they're
get out.
very
I saw
up
both
for a
of them.
loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's
He made it past him, so it's what I got on
Stopped
him.
by James Brandon.
Whatever.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Getting roasted.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all
Whatever y'all
back in
do,
one
don't try
play,
to
and
air.
it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher
Come here and talk
working
shit.
its way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Jones throwing on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. A good rally to the football keeps him to
We can
only
live
a
with that.
yard, and it's
That's
2nd
light.
down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver
light.
on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tag.
Gotta get you off the
It's
field,
like
bro.
you're going to ballet school.
You're
Got
a
the toes
liability.
down and stayed in bounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one, a
Get
gain
you
of
off the
20
field
and a
right
first
there.
down.
There we go. That's a
Another
lot
catch
better.
for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry for Barkley. Able to fight through one tackle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Full house.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Boom, right there.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go.
Good stop.
Half number
Good
1.
stop.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
It works. Once in a million. But it works. I've gotten touchdowns off of this, so it's the exact situation. Yep, it's exactly what I expect to see. It's called getting your best player out in space and seeing the blocking works for you.
But he takes it up to the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore. Rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third.
Putting the ball in harm's way.
Ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead.
We're just not batting it down. We're just not, getting that.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley.
Here we go, Owe, let's go.
Wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
So we're not going to give up
lose
the
a
run.
yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I don't got 2 fast tight ends. If I had 2, well, I guess I got Oliver.
Off-play action. Jones sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
There we go.
Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And some room to work. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Like, why do y'all always, like...
They go play action here on 1st down.
Yes. What is going on?
They'll get the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule, down a distance.
I don't know what you said.
He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Come on.
Second and 10.
All right.
2 This has been a familiar
That
sight
cheese.
all afternoon as they stop him behind
See?
the line. It's a loss
I
of a
got
yard, so
cheese
it's back
on
to
it.
3rd and 10.
These are cheeses.
Okay.
That you will have these.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jones. Off play action.
There we go.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a
Would've
good
been
drive
nice if
going
that
there,
was a
but a nice
sack, but
recovery by the defense
whatever.
these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Pistol spread. You need 10 yards.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jones now.
There we go. Get off my field. Let's go. Should have took the 30. Let's get back in this game.
Incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Flushed out right.
Lock it. Lock it.
Complete to Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 65 yards. And the Ravens are
Spread them
able to
out.
keep
One
this
person makes a
deficit here in
mistake.
the final minute of the
6.
3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
All it takes. One mistake.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And if you don't get your little ass on the ground.
Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Right now, let's turn this ball over. Let's get our hands on the ball. Let's go. Let's get our hands on this ball.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over, gave them great field position. Turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
I'm talking
It's
about.
amazing what one decision can do in the chain of
Who's
events,
fucking
right? The
Daniel
decision to
fucking
go
Jones,
for it on
please.
4th down.
Fuck this. He's not getting outside my pocket and eating my ass. Like, that's
I
not
got
what's going to
confidence in you
happen.
guys. Go pick it up for
Let's
them.
go.
Didn't happen. Also
Gonna
showed
sit in that
confidence
pocket
in
and
the
deliver
defense.
the ball.
They didn't pick up their
The
end
last
of the
thing you
bargain,
do.
so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend.
It's the 4th
Nice
quarter.
chunk of yardage picked up there.
Oh.
On 1st down, Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Let's go.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him to before he can get started.
There we go.
Now, meanwhile, here's
There
a
we
second
go.
down
That's
throw.
why we got you out there.
And incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that takes us from second to third down.
That's why we got you out there, boy. Alright, cool. Let's go.
Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure
Come
right.
on. Get off my field. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Off the play fake, Jones. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Oh, buddy.
Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
That's not what we were going to do. It's not how I was going to lose a damn game. Let's go. Let's see. I did not like that at all, man. He kept getting outside the pocket and just,
Jackson with a
bro,
hand
get out the
on
way.
top
Like,
option. And this
I need y'all to
one
move.
go
I need you to be
the way.
faster.
There's the yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision.
I got everything I wanted on that
because they
play.
kept extra DBs on the field.
You know, if
despite
he
seeing
blocked,
the multiple
he
tight end
kicks
looks
out
that
that
came out for the
defensive
offense.
end.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Come on, throw it deeper.
Oh, for the third time,
Damn.
Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
He's playing the
He's able
flat.
to get it back to the
Threw it
33-yard
deeper over.
line.
That's like a 20. That's like a 25, 30-yard
That's
route.
his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and
Making me
technique.
mad now.
And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now Jones off the play fake. Rolling
Bro.
to his right. To the right and complete
Give me
to
the
Gallagher.
pick. I'm on it.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Bro, I was on it, bro. Give me the pick.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
There we go.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Yeah, man.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 8 yards to go on second down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 43-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run some
There we
clock
go.
here as they keep it on the ground. And Barkley did not get there. 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
This is the game right here. You get a stop right here. Because he's probably going to go for it. Probably will.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
You got Marlowe on your best guy.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time is the charm as they keep the drive moving. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st.
I don't really have Harrison on the field much as it is.
A handoff to Barkley, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Right here, get here, move over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got some real estate inside the 30. And some room to run now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard.
At this point, I just let him have it.
Second touchdown of the
Maybe I can score and
the
make something happen.
Giants are able to grow their lead.
Onside kick.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
He just didn't run that route deep enough. He runs it deep enough.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh.
It's a wobbler and it's intercepted.
All right.
There he goes left side. The 40, 30, 10, 5.
Thank you.
Takes it all the way back. It's
a game now. Because if I get 7,
it's
tied up.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
I don't know what gave him the impression to run a fake, but I appreciate it. Whatever he saw, I appreciate it. So,
Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now, some good plays. Good plays, especially for some man-to-man looks.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting,
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
There we go.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Throw left side.
Why is Murray out
That's
there?
Murray. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
I guess that was
as
the,
they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
For this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped.
Go ahead and
try and keep it back in the pocket.
get us think alike. Share it out if you can, John.
Running it there. They just couldn't stop
You
him,
can
and he ends
also
up in the end zone.
appreciate it if you follow the page. And you can click the notification bell if you want to know whenever I'm playing. I don't only play sports games though. So.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. It's a tie game. You don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And brought down,
9
but
seconds.
a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with a big tackle inbounds, that clock is moving.
We want Everett right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jones.
There we go. 6 seconds.
He throws there, incomplete.
That's what we
The way
needed.
he's throwing the football today,
I just
almost
need to get
surprised
some
when he
seconds
doesn't
off the
complete a
damn
pass like
clock.
happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys
More than
downfield.
anything.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to
Time
believe
is
that
my
he's going
friend.
to get those completions.
He needs
that means the guy's going out for
about
passes
20
that
yards.
run even harder
It's
because
going
they
to take some
expect it as
time
well.
to get 20 yards down the field.
Jones.
He's about 20 yards, and it's going to take.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football,
Mm,
clock's
just-
probably going to run out in that situation.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game.
Can we run the
Still
play?
having to make that
Can we run
transition.
the play?
Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack,
Why-
put the
how
ball in
come
the
their
end zone,
guys
and
get
not
upfield
leave it
and
to
my
a field
guys
goal
don't?
and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Give him 8 on the play, and he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that'll be good for a Baltimore 1st. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
Oh, he just
Oh,
stopped.
and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Since Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us, that's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw
Crazy
one,
game.
you likely cost yourself the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop ball, and the ball is out. Jones
Oh my gosh. Hell no.
Much like a running back,
Is it like
protecting the football as well.
bro, what's up with that?
Wound up having it knocked free, but
Thought overtime rules is you can't the only the person who only the person who fumbled can advance it.
Second and short now following the fumble. Now Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
All right, let's blow this up. Let's go down on it. Let's blow it up. Come on, let's blow this up. Let's blow this up. Oh, come on.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Jones, on play action, flushed out right. Oh,
Peters.
intercepted.
Let's go.
By the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take
Hell of a
over
game.
possession
Hell of a
the
game.
football at their 42-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it?
No one wants to win this game. No one wants to win it.
Sometimes you force things and that leads to errors.
Let's
Out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Jackson. Being
Get
chased
out
out
of here.
left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson to throw.
Oh, sack.
And Jackson cannot get away,
Right.
and he'll go down.
I understand the situation in the
Carter
game.
able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's been an ugly game as
Defensively, on the previous
is.
play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there
Just
they
go
got a
with
good
it.
portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards
Let's go
after
with
that
it.
play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. They go with Murray
Zeitler.
and he'll take this one down
Just
to the 36.
make it block.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
All right, it's 4th down.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Can't ice Tucker. Let's go. Boom.
The kick is good in overtime. He's able
What a
to
game. What a game.
and that will break our tie, give them a 3-point lead. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match,
What a
right?
game.
Not letting them break your
What a
serve.
game. What time is
That
it?
way you hold
All
on to
17.
it.
I got time for one more game for the NFL.
Very good.
Kicks off for real.
Victory.
So, appreciate you guys rocking with me. We're going to take this all the way up till game time. Share this out. I just got to stop making boneheaded turnovers. Chat. Recently played with Madden. Yeah, that's gonna tell you a good game. Good game for sure, man. I did some dumb stuff. What we got here? What we got here? Let's see. What do I have? What that? It's taking a while to get a game. That was crazy. That was a crazy game. I honestly just appreciate him giving me an opportunity to get back into it with that boneheaded 2-point conversion.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective
Not only was it a
zones
2-point
minute ago,
conversion,
the approval of this
2-point conversion I took to the house.
They're all
It's
set
beautiful.
as their Ravens will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T
Then I was playing
Bank
against the
Stadium.
Giants. They got Evan Ingram at tight end.
And only able to get
I'm
this
sure he's
to
on
the
punt return
19,
team.
so
He could probably catch
should
my
have opted
ass.
for the touchback.
Probably can.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's see.
They go play action now. Jackson.
I have no.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
Got both feet
He's going to
down.
be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45
All
already.
right.
Daddy, let's put water on my shoulder a little bit.
Okay.
Look at the fly.
You know where your house clothes are at. You can go get dressed. You can go put sweatpants and a t-shirt on.
Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What you say, bro? Oh yeah. Yeah, he definitely.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice Nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's see if I can get some guys in here.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense is pretty much set. So.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
All right, almost got everything
After
set.
the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Almost.
Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
All that stuff.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones.
There we go.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
All right, so what we got here?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Dancing to his left.
Here we go.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. Chargers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Wolf, get you off the field. Blaze Campbell, and get you right here. And feet right there. Alright.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Alan Lazard.
Marlon, I need better,
A
big.
9-yard touchdown there. And the
better.
Packers are within an extra point of tying this
Need you to
thing up.
contest that at least.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield
Got
as
the
fast as
20.
possible.
Not bad.
There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
There we go.
Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Understand your mismatch. Attack your mismatch.
Open man is Duvernay. 3
Slow
yards the
ass.
game there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson.
Okay.
That ball caught. It's Mike.
I don't know why it was low. I hit the trigger by accident.
To the 40-yard line.
Almost wasn't a
Nice gain of 21 yards.
fucking catch.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right
I
at the
see
40.
you coming down.
Now
So
Jackson.
I know that's something I gotta worry about.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
No need to rush.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An explosive 38-yard pickup. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Latavius Murray taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Let's play some ball. Let's play some ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Talk to him, keep it. Let's go. Situationally, I really don't care who runs the ball.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side.
Way to go, Marlon.
Drive is complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's all I care about.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Oh my God.
Got a man. It's Tunyon.
Y'all gotta get there. Y'all gotta get home. You got everything covered.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Rodgers again now. Throwing the out route and complete.
Oh.
It's Jones.
That was disrespectful.
Just a few yards shy of the red zone.
That was stiff on.
Going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
That's why you're not on the field for this formation anymore, Houston.
There, 8 yards on the first
Shit
down
like that.
completion.
You don't
So
do your
much
job.
goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just
You on the
enough
field for
to
that
swing the
one.
tight end free downfield for the completion.
Got a minute to go.
On 2nd down, it's
Oh.
Jones.
And
And able
overran.
to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown.
How much time I got? I got 3 timeouts, 13 seconds.
As the first half is winding down, and the
Oh,
Packers have a
awful.
chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
Move fast, just move.
That's Brown. And he'll be corralled well
4 seconds.
outfield right around the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Gotta move fast, just gotta move.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
All right, there we go. There we go. Lock it up.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Had him in the hole. That's all you can ask
Still
for.
in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
For
Trying to
4
regain
yards.
some
That's all that
confidence.
was.
And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On first down, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down.
Oh, that's all good.
And right at a
It's a
yard.
1-point game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second down, and
There we
shot
go.
for Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Okay. So flex.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. the gun. It's Rodgers.
There we go.
He's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers.
There we go.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Odafe Owe in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Yes.
Flushed out right.
You want what?
And he'll go out near
Good job.
midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And finally out of bounds, just inside the 10. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down,
Yes,
and
keep
now it's
possession.
2nd and long. Here's Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
That's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, good game, man.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So it's all
Hey, what's going on? If you're on Xbox Series X, just send me your gamer tag. I'll add you. We can get a game in. Now, game start in 8 minutes, the real game. So, yeah, we'll set something up so we can play. I'm down with that. Just make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and yeah, just send me your info. We can definitely get a game in. But yeah, man. Good Sunday, folks. Dude had a decent game plan. Worked out for him. We got the 2 2-point conversions, and let's see. I don't know who you are. Cheddar B, I see. But yeah, we could definitely get a game in though. All right, cool. I'll give you a follow. That's never a problem. Yeah, Cheddar B Gaming. All right, cool. Let me go to the website and I'll pull you up and I'll add you right now and we'll get something going. Let's see. So, I just followed you, and I'll definitely send you this message. We can get that game going. Let's see, and I'll send you. Yeah, we can definitely do that. I'll send you my gamer tag right now. I'll send you set that up. Yeah. Just sent that your way. Just sent you my gamer tag, and we'll set something up. But hope everyone has a good Sunday. Hope all of y'all teams win, unless you're a Steelers fan, Browns fan, or Broncos fan.